You're listening to another episode of Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and John.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, greetings, Earthlings, and locally hated vegans. This is Last Night's Coffee, episode number. What number are we, John?
195.
195.
Yep.
I'm Chuck. That's John. We didn't race this weekend, so we got a lot of stuff done. Let's go.
That's right. That's right. You had a honeydew list this weekend, man. It's Cinco de Mayo today, Chucker.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah,
Do you know why we celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
Yes, I do. It's the Battle of Puebla or Pueblo. The Mexicans had like a standoff with the French.
Yeah.
And they were outnumbered, I think, 2-1, something like that, and wound up holding their ground. Now, it didn't stop the French from taking Mexico City, but it was a valiant effort on their part, and it was a victory on that day. So, you know.
Hey. Well,
and we actually, I think, if I remember right, there was like some Civil War Union, some Union like generals or something during the Civil War that used that as an inspiration to help them win the war there. I don't know, some battles during the Civil War.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was used as like an inspirational thing because this took place in
1862.
There you go. I was trying to remember. I wanted to say the 60s, but I could not remember. And they gained their independence back in like 1810, I think. So it's not the Mexican Independence Day like everyone thinks.
No. Dude, so they don't even celebrate anything in Mexico. Like, it's not a day.
Really?
It's just in Mexico City, it's Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, the Americans had to come down and help them win back their independence from France. Like, the French marched on them, and then America had to come down and help them out and kind of retake Mexico City and put, I can't remember the guy's name, Juarez, maybe? Something like that, back in power.
Juarez.
Juarez. I can't remember. It was something like that.
So, yeah. If you're celebrating today, enjoy. Have a talk. What's your favorite Mexican food?
Ooh. So, I'm going to have to go with what's called a molcajete bowl.
Oh, that's the cactus thing, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen you eat that before.
Oh, man. It doesn't get much better. You get that pickled cactus on top. And it's got like chorizo, it's got shrimp, it's got steak, it's got chicken, it's got literally every type of meat you can think of.
It's the only Mexican dish that's not a protein, shell, and cheese.
True. It comes in a sizzling hot volcano rock dish.
The dish is the best part of that one.
Yeah, dude. It is so hot. You can't even like get close to the dish. It's so hot. But and so it just keeps your food scorching hot. I mean, ridiculously hot. It's so nice, dude. That's probably my favorite Mexican dish there is. Now, what about you, Chucker? What's your favorite?
I'm a Texas fajita quesadilla kind of guy.
Is that right? Yeah. Now. So you get the fajita quesadilla. So you don't get the fajitas coming out on the sizzling hot plate.
No. The quesadilla is simpler.
Yeah, sure.
Plus
it's already assembled for you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to. Why work when you could just get it?
Yeah, right. My wife's go-to is the fajitas nachos.
Dude, I love fajitas nachos too.
That's her go-to, man. Everywhere we go, that's her go-to thing.
At El Charo's, I like the Gordo Special.
Tell me about the Gordo Special.
It's chicken and rice and cheese.
That's it.
Yeah, they just call it Gordo Special.
Is it huge?
No, not really. It's not as big as you would think it. It's probably, that size plate.
Okay. Well, they need to, dude. They need to up those numbers, man. Calling it El Gordo, and then offering you a medium sized plate. I'm not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be happy with that.
I always want to order it. One day I'm like, Gordo want Gordo.
Yeah, dude. That would be hilarious. That's what we called. We had one of my best buddies growing up, Nelson. We called him El Gord.
El Gord, the fat.
Yeah, pretty much. That was our interpretation, anyway.
Oh man! So our race got canceled.
Yeah, I got rained out, huh?
Got rained out. So Friday, I'd already planned on a honey-do list day,
Mm-hmm.
which it rolled into Saturday being a honey-do list day as well because we didn't have to race. So, what did I do? I installed perimeter, like this little strip of mood lights, if you will, on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
I replaced one faulty switch, and one switch that I bought the wrong color for.
Oh.
Yeah. They happen to be in the same box, so that made it quick and easy. Let's see. And I was kind of like, man, I don't know. I'm like, I gotta cut the power off so I don't shock myself.
Mm-hmm.
But the switch don't work, so I can't turn it on and see which one it was.
Right.
So
you
Dad's
just
like,
cut the whole power.
yeah, Dad's like, just cut the whole power off. I'm like, whoa. I'd never thought of that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I hadn't thought about that, but that's just disconnect it all. Because
You're
you're
so
gonna
much smarter than me, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I do an outlet or a switch, I never cut the power, and I shock myself every flipping time.
Well, I used to not.
Did you pop yourself a few times?
Well, no, except for one time I was installing a ceiling fan in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And it was switched on in the box.
Ooh.
And when I went to connect the black wire, I had everything hooked up and I go to connect the black wire. So I'm holding both black wires and I conducted enough electricity for the motor to go,
Did it hit you?
It hit me. Mary Beth's laughing. I'm like, why are you laughing? It hurt. She goes, because it was funny because you jumped.
Did you have the blades on it, or did it spin up real fast with just the little tiny arms?
Just the arms. No, I don't even think it had the arms on it yet. I don't even think I put the arms on it yet. It just goes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
So now I cut it off. But now instead of going through and doing the whole switch roulette and just resetting everything in the house, I'm just going to start flipping the main breaker.
Yeah, man. It's
everything's going to get turned off anyway.
Yeah. Trying to find that one, you're gonna turn off almost every single breaker before you find the one you're looking for.
Always the last one you try.
Of course, that's the way it works, man.
Like you could start, like say you got 10 here and 10 here. You could start at 9 here and go 10, and then go do. Nope. Oh, it's number 8.
It's number 8.
The first side that you tried.
Right. Exactly. That's
and
so
all mine are marked. It don't mean nothing.
No, yeah, dude. Same
it don't mean nothing.
And look, I've marked them. I've marked a couple myself and gone back, and I swear they don't cut off the same thing.
It moves.
It moves on you.
Yeah. It'll move on you.
We're in a simulation.
What else did I do? Oh, I changed the light bulb.
Oh, that's good.
Didn't need to be changed. I built my little workbench. So I got one of the. Check out the hat. They got hats now.
I see it.
Limit 1 per customer. So evidently they're like, these hats are going to fly off. We're going to limit them 1 per customer.
These hats are going to move.
These hats are going to move, man. But it's not a bad looking hat design.
No, it looks good, man. And I like that you're not afraid to sport it, man. Because a lot of mechanics would be a little afraid.
I got a few tools that I've bought for work there, but I buy a lot of other stuff there.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I use them.
You need a drop cord? There's no better place to go buy a drop cord.
You need a tent or a tarp, I mean.
A tarp? Good. Not a generator?
There you go. There you go. It's the best place to go for those things.
An air tool that you're not going to use every day?
Exactly. The basic things. I don't recommend their Pittsburgh hand tools. Oh man,
I've got
never
those.
Recommend a Pittsburgh hand tool to somebody.
We carry some in the racing toolbox because they're cheap.
Yeah,
but
they're cheap. They're disposable.
But you can go to Lowe's, and I didn't price shop before, but you can go to Lowe's and get the freaking classic Craftsman's for the same price. Which is
with the little raised middle.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
The classic Grandpa Craftsman's.
Oh.
But what else? So anyway, everybody that's been to Harbor Freight seen the wooden workbench.
Yep.
And we talked about it last week that I got that. Mm-hmm. So I finally put it together, and I put it on 3-inch casters to bring it up a little bit and be able to move it. Dude, it's going to be perfect. When we get done with the show, I'm probably going to go put it in a spot.
Yeah. So is it almost counter height for you now?
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect. It's no longer table height. It's like counter height.
Right. That extra 3 inches helped a lot. Like you could actually, if you wanted to, you could roll it onto the porch in a spot, and it'd be your bar top.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. That's great, man. That's great. Smart thinking there, Chucker. I'm interested to see how it holds up out there. Are you going to keep it outdoors?
It'll be under the back port,
Okay, so it will be covered.
Yeah, it'll be covered, but it'll still be exposed to somewhat of the elements. But it'll be in a corner, so it probably won't get too wet. Yeah, they just get damp.
Right.
So we'll see.
I got you. Yeah, man. Well, that's exciting, dude. I didn't have to do much this weekend, man. Actually, my niece came over. She spent the night over here on Friday night, and she wound up getting ready for her junior prom all day on Saturday over here with my wife. My wife did her makeup up real nice and her hair and everything, and taught her a couple of dances, man. She asked before the prom, she was like, do you guys know any of the normal dances that happen? And we were like, what, like the Cupid Shuffle? Like, yeah, your Aunt Catherine is the perfect person to ask about this, as actually. Like these little step dances, you know what I mean? That's right up her alley. So it turned out to be a good day, and some precious time with our niece, getting her ready for the prom and everything, and getting to take her pictures and all that before she left. It was special. And then what was it? Sunday was May the 4th, man. So
was the 4th with you?
Yeah, the 4th was with me, brother. Yesterday it was Star Wars Day. Today, Cinco de Mayo. Combine the two, and tomorrow is Revenge of the 6th.
Yep.
So I had to preach May the 4th.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you work it in there?
No.
You were in a Methodist church. It would have been appropriate.
It would have been appropriate for especially for the crowd that was there. They're big Star Wars fans, but yeah, I didn't. I had to preach on Jonah 3, but
okay.
I should have worked it in there somehow. But I think I was texting you about this during the week, and I've been talking to everybody about it. I feel like everybody, by meaning like my wife and you probably. Is there a more worldwide quotable movie line than "May the Force be with you"?
I don't think so.
Like on a U.S. level, there's a bunch. Like "I'll be back," right. And random "get to the chopper." Like there's those stupid like Arnold lines almost like that everybody knows, right? And, but like
but my favorite, and this one's close to it, is "I'm Your Huckleberry."
Right, that's a good one that everybody knows.
Everybody knows, but another good one but that's not the best one in that movie.
What's the best one?
The best one to me is "Go ahead, skin it. Skin that smoke wagon, see what happens."
Go ahead and make my day. That's another one, right?
Yeah.
You know, even though I don't think that's technically what he says, right? He says
Yeah.
something a little bit different than that. But
Are
anyway,
you just gonna stand here and bleed?
yeah, Yippee Ki from Die Hard,
Yeah.
right? Like,
But
there are
all
these.
those are in the top 10, but they're not number one, like May the 4th.
Well, I thought of another one that
Or
could
May
be
the
a close
4th.
contender.
Okay.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
That would be for the boomer generation, yeah.
That's a pretty close contender because they've now remade The Wizard of Oz, and I feel like haven't they done something recently?
They've been doing these spin-offs and deep dives, and
It's not the original though. They're not going to be using that line.
no, and it's not as terrifying as The Wiz. Ain't that the
Right.
one that Michael Jackson was in? It was with the heads.
I think so.
That was
I think so.
terrifying.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
freaking monkeys with wheel feet.
Yeah, dude, that one was so weird.
Golly.
That one was so weird. Oh, man, Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, I also had Chloe with us this weekend.
How was that, man? You got some grandpappy time. How did that go?
Yeah. We've come up with a name for me.
Okay, what is it?
Grumpy.
Grumpy. Oh, is that what she's naturally calling you?
No, that's just what Mary Beth decided. We decided. I'm like,
She named you after one of the seven dwarfs?
or just the fact that most of the time I'm grumpy.
No, you're not.
But
Dude, she needs to spend a day around me. You know what I'm saying? Just tell her to show up to work one night.
yeah, we'll see grumpy.
Yeah,
But,
you'll see grumpy.
But man, we had fun. We played jump off the table.
Oh
which
yeah,
she thought was awesome. You know, she'd jump off the table on a catcher.
Yeah, sure.
And then we played jump off the big rock in the front yard, which was pretty much the same premise.
Yeah.
And then what else did we do? We went and checked on the tree to see if there's any catawba worms.
Okay. How was it?
There was not, but something had been eating the leaves. So there might have been one and a bird got it.
Okay.
Not sure.
That's your maple tree, right? Isn't it a maple?
No, it's a catawba tree.
Catawba tree. Oh.
Yeah.
And that's why they call them catawba worms?
I reckon. I don't know. I'm not a biologist. I don't even claim to be one.
Yeah. So you had regular old parkour Chloe out there.
Parkour, dude, she was having so much fun. We had to go check on Theo.
Of course. Did you feed him any eggshells?
No, I was kind of nervous bringing her down there around Theo because I didn't want her to stick her hand in the pen and come back with a nub.
Yeah, true. He's a hungry joker.
Yeah, she ain't even 2 yet. So, you know.
She can't lose her hand this early.
No.
She can't lose her hand to a pig this early.
No. But yeah, she was a good kid. We had fun. Then yeah, that was. Oh, we rode on 4-wheeler.
That's good.
She loved it.
Is that her first time on a 4-wheeler?
I believe so.
Oh man, how did that feel? Grandpappy taking her for the first ride.
It was fun. Then Charlie took her. Then Charlie took her for a ride. Then Charlie took her for another ride because she kept running back over there to it.
Yeah,
she'd get off of it and she'd walk around and she'd see it again. It's like, there it is. Let's go.
Yeah. No, I guess the afterthought, Sierra. How's she doing?
Oh, she's fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually, her and Chloe are going to come down and house sit for us on our October vacation.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You told me about that.
I told Sierra, I said, I'm going to leave a part where she can see it, and you're going to have to give her rides around the yard.
That's right. You're going to have to run up there and feed Roy too, right? Or no, they're going to board Roy, aren't they?
Yeah, they'll board Roy. He's a fancy dog.
Spoiled, man.
Spoiled. That dog's so spoiled. Well, I mean, you get shot twice, you're going to get spoiled.
Yeah.
You know, if you slip.
True. He's earned it.
He's earned it. He's he's caught bullets.
He's earned the spoils, man.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, man.
It was a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, that sounds great. How much protein did you eat this weekend, Checker?
Oh, all of it. That's all I ate this weekend.
Yeah, were
I
you back on
had,
the diet heavy?
yeah, I was heavy on it. I've been hovering around 281 all weekend.
Man, you're
So
about to cross
I
another
know
milestone, dude.
I'm at almost at that 40-pound mark.
My gosh, dude. It's
I
so
think
close.
I think possibly pizza could be in the future this weekend. I don't know. If I could
You
get
may
down
have
to
earned it. What kind of pizza? Are you going to order delivery? Are you going to go like frozen DiGiorno or Tombstone or like something really fancy? Like,
What do you-
are you going to go sit down somewhere? What's your plan?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought of that far. I've been thinking a lot about vacation and where I want to eat at down there.
Oh, sure, sure.
So
Maybe you need to go to Da Vinci's, dude.
yeah, I could go to Da Vinci's.
You know, they got a lot you could pig out on there.
Yeah. Celebrate my 40.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big milestone, man. That's a huge milestone. I'm
Jelly
super
roll.
proud of you.
Jelly Roll has lost 200 pounds.
What?
Yeah, and he's still fat, but
Yeah. That's
He's
what I was
lost-
just thinking. I mean, no offense to the roll. I
No.
love the roll.
the roll is awesome.
But
But he has lost 200 pounds, and he was on, I think, Colbert or somebody. He was on one of them shows, and they're like, "So why are you losing weight?" And he goes, "For all y'all non-fluffy people out there, you don't realize that above 250, you can't do any of the fun stuff.
yeah.
You know, you can't go bungee jump, you can't go skydive, you can't ride a bull,
Mm-hmm. Right up.
you can't. It's hard to get on roller coasters."
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's on that mission, and he ran the Two Bears 5K this weekend.
He did it the first year too, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Did he actually run the whole thing?
He looked like he did. I saw the
awesome.
end. I saw the end video where he crossed the finish line. That dude was
So the way they cut it, it looks like Jelly Roll ran.
It
The whole
looks like
5K.
he could have just walked across the stadium.
Dude, if you're Jelly Roll's PR person, do you call Tom and Bert like, "Hey guys, can you edit out where he's walking?"
Where he's like,
He's got a few appearances. He's got a few appearances about his weight loss this week.
Can we just make sure he don't die?
Yeah.
Do you have plenty of paramedics on hand with oxygen?
We're gonna need about 6 stout fellas to be able to carry him.
Yeah. We're just gonna put him in the van and we'll run him 4Ks.
Yeah.
We'll go at 10 miles an hour, so he don't get ahead of anybody. But
Right.
no, but Jelly Roll's doing good, man. That's one of the things. I went through this phase where I couldn't stand Jelly Roll because he was on so much.
Yeah.
You get burnt out. It's like, golly, Jelly Roll again.
Yeah.
But you see him losing this weight, and that's one thing Joe talked to him about, wasn't it?
More than
when he was
likely.
on there, it was like, dude, have you ever thought about your weight? I mean, come on. That sounds just like how Joe would say it.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
So, I watched some fights this weekend when you told me I could watch fights for free on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, man, that's one of the perks, bro. I try to preach it to everybody who will listen. The fight nights are entertaining, dude. They've been putting together some really good fight nights.
That one knockout early was pretty good. I can't remember who it was.
Oh, I remember that.
One dude in blue shorts or something.
Loader was the one who got knocked out, and it was a Russian name that did it. But can't remember.
He popped him. You could see the lights turn off.
Yeah. And I actually really liked Loader. He was kind of an underdog going into the I think it was the Ultimate Fighter he won. But he was an underdog and he wound up winning. Or it may have been Dana White Contender Series. I don't know. There's so many of those shows that kind of bring these guys up into the UFC. But he won on that, and I was kind of high on that guy. And I mean, he got his clock clean. That's for sure. Good night.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah,
it was a great card. I really enjoyed it. They're going to be in Atlanta in a few weeks. That's going to be fun. Of course, I'm not going to go. My wife was like, "You should go." I was like, "Man, the best seat in the house is right here. You can't see nothing at those places.
Right.
You can't see anything."
I wish I had gone to was it What was the country bar up in Atlanta that used to have MMA
Oh, wasn't
fighting
it
all
Pink
the time?
Pony? Didn't Pink Pony used to do them?
That's not a country bar, John.
I mean,
I think it was. It wasn't Mama. I think it might have been Mama's used to have. I
I
don't know.
don't remember.
I wish I'd gone to some of them back then, but I didn't want to hang out with all the guys with their freaking what was those shirts that they used to wear?
Tap out.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm
All
like,
the
I'm
tap
not
out shirts.
like a fat guy going up here to watch this, you know.
Yeah.
And all them guys would be like, "Rah!" And I'm like, no, you
Yeah.
can, you know, it's the same people that go to the truck pulls,
Yeah, sure.
but and then they leave the truck pull and they're like, wah 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 wah. And you're like, dude,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a pretty wild crowd. Whenever the camera pans to the crowd, I'm just like, that's another reason why I don't want to be there. I don't want to be mixed up with those people, man.
yeah. I'd rather watch it on TV.
Exactly.
Drink my own drinks, eat my own food.
Yeah.
If I want popcorn.
The co-main event and the main event from this past weekend were awesome. Bo Nickel was a big hype train, and he got derailed big time in the co-main event. And then in the main event, my boy Corey Sandhagen, he beat Davison Figueiredo, who used to be the 125 champ. So it was a great card, man. I mean, hats off to Dana for putting on these awesome fight nights. I mean,
Yeah,
these guys are top fighters, and they're fighting, and you get to watch it for free on ESPN Plus. So
yeah. I'm gonna try to watch more of them if we have rainouts. I fell asleep though. I was tired. I got up too early.
yeah, that'll happen, man. When they start getting long time between rounds, they got to put up a lot of blood or something.
Yeah,
or not between rounds, but between fights.
Yes, a quick fight.
Yeah,
Like a first round knockout, and you're like, oh, what do I do now for the next 30 minutes?
yeah. Like that fighter, the next fighter's got to warm up and get all ready. You know what I mean? It's kind of it can get dragged out. But yeah. How much protein do you think them fighters are eating, dude?
All of it. They're probably eating, dude. They're eating so much protein. You know who don't like protein?
Who don't like protein?
Vanity Fair don't like protein.
I know, man. You sent me that article. That was I couldn't make it through it. I had to go back and kind of skim through it and look at some of the most ridiculous highlights from it.
Yeah. Well, I'll read the headline. This is Vanity Fair, May 1st. Style in the style section. Why are Americans so obsessed with protein? Blame MAGA.
Blame MAGA.
So now you're MAGA if you eat meat. Is that what they're saying?
That's kind of what Vanity Fair is saying. They're kind of saying like this high protein diet trend is a MAGA movement.
So they've politicized the way you eat.
Yes, precisely.
That's because they're freaking vegan babies, man.
Tell me how you really feel, Chucker.
Look, now I will say this: there's vegan diets that work for people, and there's carnivore diets that work for people. But here's what the one thing they have in common: they eliminate all the processed junk.
Bingo.
And maybe they should be looking at it from another perspective and going, well, if protein is working for people and veganism is working for people, what are they eliminating? They're eliminating the processed junk.
Right.
But no, they want to say from Liver King to Podcast Bros to RFK Jr.'s Mahaha constituents, America's infatuation with protein has reached a fever pitch.
Oh my gosh.
And it's undeniably gendered.
Oh, it's gendered now too.
It's gendered and it's political.
Okay, let's keep that rolling. Oh, I remember this part because they nail me to a T, dude. Like she's not wrong. I am a man and I want all the protein.
Yeah.
She's not wrong. Give me all the protein. My wife knows it's not a meal unless there's protein involved. So I'm very adamant about that. If don't give me no spaghetti and sauce, no meat. I don't want it. That's not me. wrong tree, dude. Don't give me a cheese pizza. I need meat. I am a meat eater.
So they're even throwing freaking White Lotus under the bus.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw how they tried to tie the TV show in there. Isn't that ridiculous, dude?
So this little woman, what's her name? She ain't even got a real name. Is Kazaza Ware?
Not a real name.
She looks like she hasn't had a man in a minute. She's got cats. She's a cat lady.
You're saying she needs some meat.
She needs some meat. But they're talking about Joe Rogan. They're talking about freaking Liver King. Which Liver King, he was not eating that much. I mean, he was eating liver, but he was also on some Mexican supplements. And But yeah, they just going through here, and they're just, for decades, an American protein mania has been building. This year, it may be hitting its peak. News and takes have abounded. From Vogue's 4 signs you're not getting enough protein. They're calling out Vogue.
Oh yeah. They've got a lot of bold names. Like, just skim through the article, if I remember correctly, they did bold for all of the names that they call out.
Yeah. So
the article, and it's crazy.
They getting on Donald Trump, RFK Jr. They dragging my boy Theo around, man. Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
The Liver King, even Logan Paul.
Right.
So,
and here's the issue, Chucker. We're not wrong here in saying that protein is essential. Like,
protein.
What is this person's problem?
It's an essential building block of life, some might say.
Some might say, right? Like, what am I missing? What's the problem? We need protein. It's a good thing. It helps our bodies develop muscle and stay healthy, and it's a building block of life.
It is a building block of life. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold.
Oh, man. Yeah, see, they call out a lot of people in this article. Like, they're just throwing shade everywhere.
You know, I like protein. In fact, I've been able to lose more weight than I've ever lost in my life, and I feel better than I ever have felt in a long time. And all I eat is freaking protein.
Right. Animal products. That's all you eat.
We were watching a video yesterday, me and Charlie. They were catching Spanish mackerel and showing you how to clean them and all that. And I saw Charlie, I said, look at that fish. I said, because, you ever cleaned a fish, John?
Yeah.
All right. So you take, you put that little slit in its belly and you pull out, a little sack of guts. Throw that away, and everything else on there is meat.
Yeah.
It's a little meat missile.
Yeah.
It's a protein missile.
That's right.
That fish was designed for us to eat.
Yeah, for sure.
And get life from. And Spanish mackerel, I mean, they're one of the most abundant fish. They're not the best tasting in my opinion, but they say if you eat them fresh, they are. But, yeah, so
little meat missiles.
Here's something. Okay, just scrolling down into this to this Vanity Fair article at the bottom. Some other great stories from Vanity Fair.
Oh Lord!
Every Quentin Tarantino movie ranked.
Okay.
Meet Elon. Yeah, meet Elon Musk's 14 children and their moms, whom we know of. Dude, they're just going after everybody.
Yeah.
But so they say Hateful Eight's number 10. Death Proof. Death Proof is technically not a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Right. That's a Grindhouse film, isn't it?
Well, it is a Grindhouse film. Yeah, it is a Quentin Tarantino movie. That's 9.
It is? Okay.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Django.
Ooh.
Kill Bill. volumes 1 and 2.
Oh, at number 7?
At number 6,
6?
Kill
Okay.
Bill. Kill Bill. Number 4, Inglourious Bastards. Number 3, Jackie Brown.
Okay.
Number 2, Pulp Fiction.
Whoa.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is number 1 in their
No,
opinion.
sir.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Negative.
No.
It's in the top 10, but it's not number 1.
Holy smokes, dude.
I'm going to say Inglourious is probably my favorite.
I mean, I
But
think
Django's so good too. Can you even rank? Can you even rank like Quentin Tarantino movies in order?
that was kind of why I laughed when you mentioned the headline of the article, like these other articles from Vanity Fair, because like, what kind of stupid person would even try to rank these things? Like, it's so difficult. These are all so different projects. Like, it's not fair. You can't really rank them like that. And he doesn't have 10 movies. He said he was only gonna do 10 movies.
Right.
He
So
don't have
I'm
10 yet.
trying to
so they're
figure
adding
out what
something.
movie is. All right. So Kill Bill though, is that he's counting that as 2? What is he counting it in his list? Is that 1 or 2 movies?
I think Kill Bill is 1 movie in his list.
Okay.
I think.
That means he's only got 1 more.
Right. We have 1 more Quentin Tarantino film.
Because he wants to stop before he gets not good, not irrelevant.
Sure.
Which, what's the last one going to be about? Will it be a thriller or will it be a comedy?
Dude, I hope it's like a kung fu fighting movie.
He hasn't done a real tribute to kung fu movies yet, has he?
No, and that's where he draws so much inspiration from. So like I could totally see him just doing some weird off the wall like.
And he would purposely make the mouth not match the words.
Of course, because
He would have it off
be,
just a little bit.
Yes. Yes. Of course.
Protein is good.
Protein is good. You ready to take an ad break, man? You ready? Let's take a quick ad break. We've been
I need to go
rolling
get
here
some
for a minute.
water. I need to get some water.
All right, man.
Thanks for sticking with us through this ad break, guys. I'm here to tell you about one of our sponsors, Eileen Ayers with Bush Realty. You can check her out at movingcoweta.com for all of your real estate needs in the metro Atlanta area. That's movingcoweta.com. Eileen Ayers with Bush Realty. Now back to the show.
And we're back. We were listening to some Doors while we were on break, and highly suggested.
Oh, yeah, man. Break on through to the other side.
Went to a gun show this weekend.
How was that?
Pretty crowded.
Crowded?
Crowded. You basically had to stand in line to go down the aisles.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It was so crowded. But I did buy a sling for my AR and then found out that I didn't have a sling mount on my AR.
Ah.
So now I got to buy a sling mount.
Yeah. Yeah. The natural progression of things.
Yeah. I've got this AR. I think I bought it about 2 years ago, and I've shot it 4 times, maybe.
Yeah.
And I've been slowly modifying it. And when I say slowly modifying it, I just bought the sling.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
And that was my first purchase beside the sights.
No, I've heard that there are like a record number of Americans going to gun classes, gun courses, and learning how to shoot, which I think is fantastic.
I heard you could get on the government list that everybody in that county knows you have a gun. So
True.
I mean, I'm not saying this sheriff would use that to his ill will, but the next one could.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
I don't
Our
trust the
elected
government.
representatives are,
So, Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah, speaking of corrupt officials.
Georgia politician among 19 arrested in multi-agency human trafficking operation.
This is terrible, man. This is awful.
Carl Sprayberry, 32 years old.
Yeah, Carl Sprayberry. Let's say his name over and over as many times as it takes.
He ran for District 139 in 2024 election. Or 139? Yeah.
Okay.
So he has been arrested with explicit communication with children on the internet who arranged to engage in sex with a child to travel for the purpose of having sex.
Yeah, and he was going to travel with it, which makes it trafficking or whatever. Travel for it or whatever, which makes it trafficking. Look, these sick individuals, man, how many times, dude? How many times are we seeing these articles like this pop up? And why are our state representatives, our elected officials involved?
Because imagine that most politicians are evil people.
Well,
They're power hungry, and when they get with a kid, it gives them power in their mind. So I don't like politicians, and
right.
Dead pedophiles don't reoffend. So
True.
Take that information and do with it what you will.
Yep. I mean, all men are corrupt, right? But there's a special kind of sickness that you've got if you're into that sort of thing, right? If you're into harming kids in any sort of way, that is a special kind of thickness. And I just hate that.
Yeah. If you go to channel or go to WTVM.com, channel 9 ABC, news affiliate out of Columbus, I'm assuming. You can get the whole list of all 19 people.
Oh, good.
And it's engineers, truck drivers, janitors, painters, mechanics, unemployed forklift operator, delivery drivers, sanitation workers, havoc technicians, aircraft inspectors. I mean, it runs the gamut of all kinds of people.
It's so gross, man. It's so gross.
That's 19 that we got. And you know what's the bad part about it? They'll probably get probation, a couple years in jail.
Yeah, maybe.
While somebody that commits tax fraud gets 20 years.
Right. This justice system, man, at some point, it's gotta correct itself, right? I don't know what that looks like or how that happens, but
I don't know what it takes to turn this country around. I don't think we're good. Trump's given if you self-deport, he signed an executive order to give you $1,000 voucher, a stipend to self-deport.
Really?
Yeah. How much is he giving you as a taxpayer? Has he given you anything to help out your family?
No, not lately.
Now, he says it's saving the taxpayers money. So here's the thing. If you go after one individual, it costs $17,000 is the guesstimate.
Okay. In resources
and stuff. So they say you self-deport, prove that you're back in the country you're supposed to, and we'll reimburse you $1,000 for the ticket, basically. Travel costs, whatever.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm not happy about it at all.
I got to think about that one. Let's move on to our next story while I ponder that, because this one's kind of fascinating. It down in Brazil, wasn't it? Down in Brazil. Lady Gaga herself was having a concert down there. Gaga. Lady Gaga herself. And supposedly, how many? 2 million?
2 million people. Dude, this one shot, I guess they're on the beach.
Yeah.
And it's like, in this one shot, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 20 big screen towers back.
Wow.
Dude.
Wow.
I
Brazil shows up for Gaga.
Gaga. Well, they got a lot of trannies down there. So there's a connection, some say.
Yeah.
I don't believe that about Lady Gaga.
What, that she's trans?
Yeah. There's a rumor, internet rumor that she used to be a dude.
I did not know that.
I don't believe, she's not that great looking, but that don't make her a dude.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We can be nice to ugly people, guys. Come on.
I mean,
Yeah.
But, but also I don't think she would have that vocal range if she was on some kind of hormonal replacement.
Well, that's a good point too.
I think that's the giveaway that she was not a dude, is the vocal range. Because let's face it, like her or not, Gaga can sing, dude.
Right, girl can sing for sure.
She's got some pipes on her.
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
One.
Well, someone was trying to blow them pipes up this weekend. Apparently, there was a bomb threat at this show she was having in Brazil. Dude, who would want to blow up a Gaga show?
I don't know, but it's it looks like it was a planned bombing at the Lady Gaga concert in Brazil on Saturday night was foiled, and a suspect in custody. One dude that does not like Gaga.
He's outnumbered 2 million to 1. What was he thinking?
2 million to 1. It's unclear when authorities that found out about the threat. Just scanning through, I don't see any terrorism-like connections or anything.
Yeah. Just one deranged dude going to try to blow up Gaga and her 2 million fans.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's a mentally unwell person again entering our news cycle.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yep.
But it falls shy of the Guinness World Record for largest. It's a free concert too.
Whoa.
Rod Stewart performed at this same concert in 94. Or no, wait.
The same venue.
In 94 for 3.5 million people.
Is that the largest concert ever?
Yeah, that's the Guinness World Record.
Oh my gosh, dude. Rod Stewart. I wouldn't have guessed that.
And both of them are questionable. But we're going to, we got to talking over the week, and while we're talking about musicians, we thought we would dramatically read some lyrics of songs.
Yeah.
That you think it's a happy song. Or you don't even know. It might have a happy beat.
Right.
But when you read the lyrics and you deep dive, you find out otherwise.
Right. And we've got a number of them that are some pretty good candidates for this segment. We don't necessarily have a name for this. Maybe out of context song lyrics. I don't know. We'll work on that.
Songs that should make you cry but don't.
Yeah, right. Songs you dance to until you find out their meaning. All right, so here we go. This is and I'm not going to reveal the name of the song. Okay. I'll do that at the end. Well, you guys will probably catch the drift of it anyway. Here we go. First verse. Robert's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room. He won't tell you his plan. He's got a rolled cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's a cowboy kid. Yeah, found a 6-shooter gun in his dad's closet. Oh, and a box of fun things. I don't even know what, but he's coming for you. Yeah, he's coming for you. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks. You'd better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks. You'd better run, faster than my bullet.
Dude, so that's pumped up kicks.
Pumped Up
by
Kicks. Yeah.
who sings that?
This is a song by Foster the People. It came out in
Okay.
2011.
Now that song does not sound that sad, like that freaking ominous when
Yeah.
you're just listening to it on 99X.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and the second verse kind of alludes to him shooting that same gun at his father, maybe.
Oh wow! I mean,
it's a very sad song, but when you hear it, all the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you know what I'm saying? Like
now see, in contrast to Jeremy, Pearl Jam, we all knew what was going on in that.
Yeah, sure.
There was no question that this kid was about to snap.
Right, exactly. Stan, the Eminem song, Stan. It was
I heard that this weekend on Pop 2K.
See, there you go. And that no question about it. That song sets the mood. You know what's going on. But then you got a song like this, Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is a fun song.
These kids better outrun my bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's something new we're test driving. We'll work this in.
Yeah, we're gonna try to work that in here in the next few shows before we get to 200.
Because we don't know what's happening after 200.
Oh, we don't know, man. 200.
Let's see here. What else is in our notes?
I think it's time for the reaction video, my friend.
Okay. Well, if you'll play that reaction video. Or do I need to send it to you again?
Yeah, hang on. I think you need to send it to me again.
All right.
Oh, that's right. You did send it to me a while back already.
Yeah,
I've got it.
Okay.
That when Chester died, he had told me that he had been around the Clintons so much that he was physically disgusted. That the guys in the band loved the Clintons, but he hated them. In fact, he said to her, "You'll be proud of me when I finish what it is that I've started. I'm undercover with my buddy Chris, and even though I can't tell you what I'm doing because you may lose your life, you'll be so proud of me."
Okay, so this is Chester Benningfield's son?
Yeah, Chester Bennington's son, yes.
Bennington's son. From, if you don't know, he is from Lincoln Park. Yeah. And the Chris he is referring to is Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
And it's been long suspect that they did not kill themselves.
Yep.
I mean, definitely Chris.
For sure. His wife has been outspoken about it.
His wife has been outspoken about it for years. Now you've got Chester's son coming out saying his dad didn't.
Right.
And it ties back to the Clintons.
Dude, what's that bring I mean, the known body count has got to be over 40 now, right?
I'm going to see if
there's got to be a tracker. I know there's a Clinton body tracker somewhere on Google. And that's the sad thing is you can Google something like that now and still get a relatively accurate answer. I guarantee you can.
Dude, there's videos you got to watch to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let's click
It's got to be over 40 now. It's got to be over 40 for sure.
Yeah. Oh, wait, here's a list.
Oh,
good night. Bodyguard. This list is huge.
Again, we're tying in with corrupt
politicians,
sex trafficking.
And see, there's rumors that come out right after both of those deaths that they were looking at some child trafficking stuff, that they were on the cusp. But so was Kate Spade. That rumor come out about her and Anthony Bourdain.
That's so weird, man. That's so weird.
Now, it's so easy for the media to put Anthony, Chester, and Chris and say, well, they had drug problems.
Sure.
So
They just relapsed.
They just relapsed.
Yeah.
and they were sad about their relapse. So
Mhm.
people that relapse usually don't kill themselves. They usually go get more drugs.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
been, you know,
typically, I mean, there are addicts that get driven to that point, but I just think it's a cheap cop out of the media, and it's an easy agenda to push, right? It's an easy headline.
well, the media is all tied in.
Sure. And a lot of this weren't they trying to set up benefit concerts or something like that in Haiti? And they kind of found out how the Clintons bankrolled a bunch of their finances through this Haiti foundation or something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Really gross, man. It's really, really gross.
So you can buy a T-shirt that's got the Clinton body count on the back of it.
It needs to be digital because that thing is constantly going up.
It needs just to be a QR code.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think they had a few more this year.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, they're sick individuals. And honestly, does this open up your suspicions about Pizzagate again?
Yes, it's been opened back up for a while now. That's why I think that Dan Cummins is a freaking psyop.
Oh.
Because he goes in there and all these conspiracies, he goes and does a time suck and debunks the conspiracy, and he has no problem doing it.
Right.
So yeah,
psyop or brainwash, one of the two. I mean, I think there is some sort of mind control, like whether it's just from influence or not.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like whether it's just from influencing the way your mind works by feeding you certain videos and algorithms. I think there is an aspect of mind control to some of this, Chucker. And I know that's really sick and weird and twisted, but man, I don't put anything past our secret government, dude.
22, 23, 24, 25. All right, 25 times 4 is 100. Yeah. That's how many's on this T-shirt. And this was in 2020.
Holy smokes, dude. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah. So John F. Kennedy Jr. is on there.
I don't doubt that. I mean, we've talked about that before, I think, on the pod. I mean, how he was in the Senate race against Hillary Clinton in New York, right? During the 90s.
Yeah, but don't worry, because Trump's giving illegals $1,000 to self-deport. We're not going to worry about the Clintons.
Right, sure. Slick Willie.
Epstein is not on that list.
He probably should be. Should be.
Man, I don't even know if I got a meme this week. Dude, it's been
we didn't talk about it either, but that Virginia Guthrie or whatever, what was her name? The Jeffrey Epstein accuser lady.
Yeah.
Her somehow or another.
Yeah, she
wound up dead.
We'll just, since we don't have a meme, we will take a picture and discuss. So here you go.
Okay. Now this picture is classic.
On one of my mini trips to Home Depot this weekend, because it just takes a lot. I bought something. I don't even know where it's at. I bought some Fix-A-Flat for the 4-wheeler that worked really good on one tire, so I needed to get some more. And I told Charlie, I said, go get me a can. I'm going to the bathroom. Give me a can of that. He put it in the buggy. I don't know where it's at now.
Oh, no. Fix-A-Flat went missing.
Yeah. And I was like, I was like, Charlie, did you get the Fix-A-Flat? He goes, yeah, I got it. I said, well, where is it? He goes, I thought you had it. So we're Fix-A-Flatless.
Oh, man.
And I don't know if I got my receipt. I don't know where it's at. So I don't know if I paid for it or not.
Yeah.
And I didn't give him my phone number. So I don't know.
Dude, the mystery of Fix-A-Flat missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who stole your can, man?
I don't know. It could be in my truck.
Could be rolling around in the truck.
So I'll have to look. But anyway,
Getting back to this picture.
In the Home Depot parking lot, I saw this gentleman, which I have captioned as Peak Griffin, Georgia.
It certainly doesn't get any more Griffin than this guy. Now, I'll try to explain it to our listening only viewers or our listeners who don't watch the video here, but I'd say it's a middle-aged fella. He's got, of course, a black cutoff sleeve shirt on.
Yep.
I want to make that apparent. It's sleeveless.
Yes. He is bald-headed.
Bald-headed. He's got cargo shorts on that are ripped.
Look, don't hate the cargo shorts.
I'm not hating. I'm just pointing it out. He's got cargo shorts on that are ripped and some worn-out tennis shoes. Okay?
Yes.
He's tatted on his bicep area. This guy, he's got sunglasses on backwards on the back of his neck, right?
No.
Oh no, that's not.
That's part of the. That's part of the snake.
He's got a snake wrapped around his neck. That's what it is. He's got a snake wrapped around his neck. If I had to guess, maybe a boa, maybe a python. I don't know. I'm not a snake expert.
I think it's a boa.
Yeah, I want to say a boa for sure, but I'm not for sure on that. And then he's got his little pit bull running beside him
with no leash. This dog didn't have a leash the whole time, and it stayed right there beside him.
I believe that. That dog knows better.
Spit in this dog's mouth.
Yeah.
As they say, is how you get that to happen. I don't know. My dogs don't follow me like that. So,
and now, he's getting in his pickup truck.
No, he's getting out.
He's getting out of his pickup truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That has been busted up and real bad on the back end to the point where he's installed a trailer lamp as his brake light.
Yes. So this is about a 2001 Silverado 1500 step side with the plastic fenders. So it's missing the back half of the left fender. The whole back half. There's a big old dent in the cab.
Yeah, in the top of the cab, there is a humongous dent. And on the back windshield, of course, without fail, is a Trump 2024 sticker.
In like 10-inch letters.
Yeah, as big as he could fit.
Yeah. And he went down to that sign shop and said, look, man, I want Trump 2024 on the back window of my truck as big as you can make it.
Yeah, custom fit it to my window, dude. Big as you can make it. This is peak Griffinite right here.
Yes. Now, this dude can't vote.
He ain't been able to vote since his whole life.
No, this joker's caught charges a long time ago.
He's got a record all the way back to his probably 13. I'd say 13.
Oh, yeah. He spent some time in juvie.
Yeah. And we are being super judgmental, but we're just having fun here.
You know what's funny, though?
What's that?
We went in the store and we were walking back around. He goes to like the commercial area.
Mm-hmm.
All the women are around him.
No way. And his snake? Did he have a snake around his neck?
Yes, he took the snake in Home Depot, and they're like holding the snake, and I'm like, y'all are stupid.
I thought it was service animals only.
That's the service snake. Service snake.
That's the name of the episode.
Dude, our Home Depot don't judge. I take Natty in Home Depot.
That's a service snake.
I like taking Natty to Home Depot, but it takes too long to get through Home Depot because she has to talk to everybody.
Oh,
so, and you got the service pit bull.
Oh, praise God.
That's Griffin, Georgia, right there.
Yeah, thank God for service snakes, man.
Could that be the name of the episode, Service Snakes?
Yeah, for sure. That's a service snake or just service snakes? One of the two, yeah.
Yeah, service snake. I don't like snakes at all. at all.
Right. Naturally, you shouldn't. No human being should like snakes.
Right.
Honestly.
Right. Like when I see somebody with a snake like that, I get demon vibes. Do you get demon vibes? Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like,
you're not supposed to be handling that snake.
No.
You know what I mean? It's hypnotizing them. And they don't even know it.
Yeah. Yeah, that snake's going to try to get them to do something.
That has been a fantastic episode, Chugger. 195, brother.
In the books. Man, we got such a list of people that help us out with the race car. Go to Charlie Ox Ford Racing on Facebook. Check it out. Da Vinci's Pizza will give them a special shout out. Eating Chambers.
Yup. Pink's Barbecue.
Yeah, man.
I think that's it. We ran through those shout outs quick. Thanks for remembering all those.
Yeah. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. That way you know there's not any snakes in it.